January 2026 isn't warming up. It's coming in fully loaded. From Netflix thrillers and prestige dramas to big screen disasters, horror returns, and long-awaited franchise entries, this month is packed with releases you'll want to know about before everyone else does. Whether you're streaming from home or heading to the theaters, January is already setting the tone for the entire year. Welcome back to Cine Commendation, and here are the new shows and movies coming in January 2026 you need to know. Let's dive in.
I don't think we should ever leave.
Kicking off the year right on January 1st is a mystery thriller limited series from Netflix titled Runaway. Based on the best-selling novel by Harlan Coben, a name that's already synonymous with Netflix binge-worthy suspense. The story centers about a father whose seemingly normal life is shattered when he discovers his teenage daughter has vanished without a trace. No note, no explanation, just gone.
Paige, it's Dad. No, what? Paige,
Let go of me!
You're playing with fire.
As he searches for answers, he becomes entangled in a murder investigation and stumbles on secrets that might destroy his family for good. True to Coben's signature style, the series blends emotional family drama with sharp twists, constant revelations, and that uneasy feeling that every answer only leads to a darker question. If you're a fan of Harlan Coben mysteries, this one is made for binge watching. All 8 episodes drop January 1st only on Netflix. The sequel to the 2020 disaster hit is arriving this January to pull audiences back into another large-scale survival saga, Greenland 2: Migration.
Space agencies tracking the fragment are predicting an extinction level event. The greatest chance of survival are the bunkers in Greenland.
listen to me, son. It doesn't matter what happens.
Picking up in the frozen aftermath of the first film, the story follows the Garrity family, along with thousands of other survivors, as they were forced to migrate across a hostile, unrecognizable planet, searching for a new safe haven while facing dangers far beyond anything they've encountered before. Director Rick Roman Waugh returns, bringing back the same grounded intensity that made the original feel so raw and visceral. The trailer already hints at the scale, featuring massive convoy pileups, bunker escapes, shootouts, and emotionally charged family moments, all wrapped in relentless tension. This is the kind of movie that's meant to be experienced on the big screen. It arrives at your nearby theaters on January 9th. Next is a psychological thriller from Netflix that is going to mess with your head in the best possible way. It is called His and Hers.
I used to think that when bad things happen that it was just random chaos. That bad things happen.
Adapted from Alice Feeney's 2020 novel, it follows a reclusive former TV anchor and her detective ex-husband forced back together of a hometown murder investigation. The story is being told through 2 different perspectives, his and hers. Each episode alternates between his side and her side of the same event, and the brilliance is watching how the same moments, the same conversations, the same relationship can look completely different depending on who's narrating. What makes it is a must-watch show is not just its storyline, but powerhouse performer John Bernthal and Tessa Thompson in it. And to find out who is telling the truth, then binge watch this limited series on January 8th, only on Netflix. The film adaptation of one of the most iconic psychological horror games of all time is returning to the big screen this January. It is Return to Silent Hill.
James, so much time has passed, but I'm asking to please come back to our special place. Something's happened.
It's about a man who receives a mysterious letter from his lost love, Mary, drawing him back to Silent Hill, a fog-choked town now twisted by darkness into a nightmarish labyrinth of monsters and madness. The first movie adaptation that was released around 20 years back was really good, but the other previous 2 adaptations tried and stumbled. I hope this time creative team understands the assignment. They're not making a video game movie, they're making a Silent Hill film. So, if you're a fan of the games or someone who loves slow burn psychological horror, this one is definitely worth keeping an eye on. Return to Silent Hill opens in theaters on January 23rd. Then, the one-man army action thriller coming this January, titled Shelter.
Does the name Michael Mason ring any bells?
Mason isn't just an assassin.
Shelter is a gritty action thriller starring Jason Statham as Mason, a reclusive former assassin hiding on a remote Scottish island whose isolation ends when he rescues a mysterious young girl from a deadly storm. drawing ruthless killers from his past to his doorstep. The film unleashes explosive hand-to-hand combat, tactical shootouts, and a tense survival odyssey, blending redemption with Statham's signature beatdowns. At this point, Statham is his own genre. When someone says Statham film, you know exactly what you're going to get. The film is directed by Rick Romanwaugh, the man behind solid action thrillers like Angel Has Fallen and Greenland, so expectations are right where they should be. Shelter will be releasing worldwide on January 30th, only in theaters. Next up is a 3-part limited series adapted from the work of the greatest crime writer of all time, Agatha Christie's 7 Dials.
Someone in this room knows more than they're telling us.
Set in 1920s England, the story follows a sharp and curious Bundle Brent as she investigates a murder at a lavish country house party, a case that quickly spirals into a tangled web of secrets, deception, and conspiracy. If you love classic Agatha Christie adaptations, this one hit all the right notes while still feeling fresh and stylish. I've watched almost every Agatha Christie adaptation out there, and I genuinely enjoyed all. 7 Dials drops on January 15th, only on Netflix. From legendary filmmaker Sam Raimi, the mind behind Evil Dead and Spider-Man, comes a psychological survival thriller titled Send Help.
Take your seats, you're a little bitch.
The film stars Rachel McAdams as a mistreated employee and Dylan O'Brien as her obnoxious boss. After surviving a catastrophic plane crash, the two find themselves stranded on a remote island with no rescue in sight. What begins as reluctant cooperation slowly spirals into a vicious psychological battle, fueled by power shifts, buried resentment, and a growing desire for revenge. The film blends isolation-driven dread, crash wreckage, knife standoffs, and Raimi's signature kinetic camera work. The trailer is packed with subtle clues and hidden layers, and if Raimi fully leans into this premise, it could turn into something truly unsettling. Send Help releases worldwide on January 30th, exclusively in theaters. Then we have a feel-good rom-com arriving this January titled People We Meet on Vacation.
Poppy, you take vacations for a living. Make me burn with jealousy for your carefree, jet-setting life.
But I mean, don't you ever find travel a little lonely?
I'm here. I'll always be here.
Based on the 2021 best-selling novel by Emily Henry, the film stars Emily Bader and Tom Blythe as two best friends whose decade-long tradition of summer vacations comes to a sudden halt after a fallout, until one final trip forces them to confront everything they've been avoiding. The film blends humor, heart, and emotion, and the chemistry between the leads is the real selling point here. If it lands the way it should, you'll be rooting for them for the entire time. Visually, the movie is a treat, taking you across gorgeous beaches, scenic mountains, and charming small towns, giving it that classic rom-com escapism. If you love early 20s rom-coms but want something that still feels fresh, then stream People We Meet on Vacation on January 9, only on Netflix. A star-studded crime thriller is landing this January, and expectations are already high. The film is titled The Rip.
How much was the tip that came in? 300 grand. That's a $20 million rip.
Set in Miami, the story follows a tactical narcotics squad whose discovery of millions of dollars hidden inside a cartel stash house sets off a chain reaction of paranoia, betrayal, and escalating violence. As both cops and criminals close in, the question quickly becomes, who really controls the money and how far are they willing to go to keep it? Starring Ben Affleck and Matt Damon, the film looks like a gritty, street-level crime thriller driven by pressure, suspicion, and situations spiraling completely out of control. I am expecting a pretty tense, high-paced thriller, powered by strong performances and relentless momentum. The Rip releases worldwide on January 16th, only on Netflix. The second chapter of the rebooted zombie trilogy is returning this January. 28 years later, The Bone Temple. Set in a feral Britain 28 years after the Rage virus, the story expands the world beyond isolation and into something far more dangerous. As society continues to fracture, Dr. Ian Kelson finds himself pulled into a disturbing new relationship with world-altering consequences, while a young survivor named Spike faces nightmarish trials after crossing paths with Jimmy Crystal. the leader of brutal, acrobatic killer gangs who hunt both the infected and rival factions with ruthless efficiency. The trailers tease kinetic, aggressive camera work and intense set pieces while maintaining the franchise's signature cerebral horror tone. To be honest, the previous installment released last year didn't quite land for everyone, but I'm hoping this chapter brings back the raw, unsettling energy that made the first film truly iconic. It will be releasing on January 16th at your nearby theaters. Next up is the highly anticipated limited series, which is the prequel of the legendary Game of Thrones, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms.
Maybe the gods figure this is what I deserve.
Come out, little knight.
Set a century earlier of Game of Thrones, the story follows Sir Duncan the Tall and his young Squire Egg as they journey across the Seven Kingdoms. This series is more intimate and character-driven, focused on honor, loyalty, and the everyday dangers of a politically unstable realm. Tonally, this is Game of Thrones meets classic knight-errant tales. If you loved the character moments in Game of Thrones more than the massive battles, if you want Westeros without the constant trauma, this is your show. The first 2 episodes releasing on January 18th, followed by weekly releases on HBO and Max. If you are a fan of Marvel superheroes, then this new limited series coming your way this January called Wonder Man.
So, what's this big audition you were talking about?
It's a huge opportunity. I'm auditioning for Wonder Man.
Wonder Man dives into the life of Simon Williams, a struggling actor who gains superpowers and lands a lead role in a remake of a superhero TV show. The series is packed with Hollywood satire, meta commentary, and cameos that'll have MCU fans absolutely geeking out. Plus, Simon connections to the Avengers and the broader Marvel universe bring depth and stakes beyond just his personal journey. If you want Marvel content that feels different while staying connected to the larger universe, then ready to stream Wonder Man on January 27th globally on Disney+. Next up is the Cold War espionage thriller called Ponies.
Both of your husbands were on that plane.
What? We need answers.
There is no reason for us to bring more Americans into the country unless they're key to our intelligence work.
Then let us do that.
Set in 1977 Moscow, it stars Emilia Clarke and Haley Lou Richardson as 2 embassy secretaries who become CIA operatives after their husbands die under mysterious circumstances, uncovering a major conspiracy behind their deaths. What I love about this series is it is different from usual espionage thriller. Instead of seasoned spies, it centers on outsiders learning the rules of espionage the hard way, blending dark humor with slow burn suspense and emotional stakes. I absolutely love the trailer. The dialogue is funny, the buddy chemistry looking great, the mishap is hilarious. Peacock has been quietly building a strong slate of originals, and Ponies feels like the kind of sleeper hit people won't stop recommending. So catch Ponies when it premieres on January 15th, only on Peacock. That's everything coming your way this January. If you're planning what to watch next, this is where you'll find it first. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe to Cinecommendation for the best recommendations and upcoming releases. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.